welcome everyone to the next episode of Renovating This Campervan. I am having to climb through the bed and the ply that we've got. So the front door is broken of the campervan, as in I can't unlock it. So I have to climb in from the back, which is now an issue now that we've got the bed in place. So we've got the bed, then we've got the ply. We now have a leak. So there's a leak coming from the fan. So that's got to be fixed. And yeah, I'm having to crawl through so that I'm just showing you everything here. And I can hopefully unlock here. Okay, maybe not. Let's see if we can unlock that. This is the joys of not having a workshop, but hey, we're doing the best that we can. Love it. Hope you enjoy the video. Alright, I have managed to pick up the plyboards and at least get them out of the way for now. I've set up my camera as well so that I can actually get some shots for you all. Plan today is just to see what we can do. I am making this stuff up as we go, but hopefully it's going to make for a good video, so we shall see. So I've never used this stuff ever before, like pretty much every single thing you use for DIY, and I'm fed up of the rust on the side of the vehicle. So we cleared out the rust as much as we could, and now I'm trying to fix the holes. So let's see how this goes. Oh, I should have probably opened this before. I can deadlift 235 kilograms, but I can't open a tin. So I'm fed up of the holes on the outside of the van that I have no idea how to fix, and it was going to cost probably way too much to get it fixed. Woo! So, well, okay, don't know if you can hear that, but we're going to try this stuff. Oh, jeez. That's probably not what I should be doing, I suppose, if it's fiberglass. Oopsie. Right, let's give this a go. I've watched one little YouTube video, and we're going to make it up from there. Alright, so with this mixture, it was simply a case of mixing the two ingredients that they give you and then just ultimately slapping it on as much as possible into these holes, these large holes that we had in the side of the campervan. Again, I was just completely making this up. I wasn't sure if this was even going to work. It wasn't pretty. It didn't need to be pretty. It was going to be hidden away behind the panels, and I just wanted to make sure it was closed up. So I slapped on as much as I physically could on the inside and on the outside. These are going to be hidden by the side panels of the van anyway. So like I said, they didn't need to be pretty. Once I'd closed those up, that meant that I could finally finish off the insulation for the side of the van. So here you can see a little bit more detailed about how blunt the knife was that I was using. But as you can see, it's kind of peel off one side and then stick down the insulation. No part of the van is perfect, so it was just a case of trying to get down as much as possible. I'll be glad not to have to do any of this insulation for a little while. It worked out quite handy having the plyboards there and the fixed bed. Now I'm just working around trying to take as much of the glue and silicone off the fan there. We've been having consistent leaks in the van, so that was going to be one of those major issues that we need to fix. And speaking of the fan, there you can see we are starting to take it out. We're trying to replace it, trying to fix the leaks that we have. It's been consistent, unfortunately, leaking. You also got to see a snapshot of Ryan starting to work on one of the seats that's going to go on the inside of the van.
Ryan built one of the seats and then I built the other. A real steep learning curve for me. More on that to come. Here you can see us again late into the night trying to fix these leaks that we have in the roof. And this is the completed seat. There is storage underneath and it lifts up from the front. It can sit 2 people pretty comfortably, which is great. Ryan has built one of those. You can see all the blocks that's going to allow us to screw that into the floor of the camper. And you can see the positioning of where it's going to go as well. You can even see some of the rain inside the van there and some of the leaks and some of the challenges that we've had. But again, Ryan built seat number 1 and then set me the challenge of building the other seat by myself, which again, I've never done anything like this at all. So I've never used power tools like this. This is me learning the ropes as I'm going, testing things out. And Ryan has been absolutely incredible. No judgment. He's just been helping me and correcting a few mistakes for sure. But yeah, a really big learning curve for me, but one that I've really, truly enjoyed. And not to say I'm going to rush and do another van, but I'm grateful for some of these lessons. But you can see here how long some of these things take me. It takes me a lot longer than anyone else. But I'm proud that I was able to build one of the seats. It's working, it's functional. And once the van is complete, I'm going to be able to look back and know that, you know, it wasn't just me handing this van to someone else. I did my part. I worked hard at getting this together. Ryan now is starting to look at the electrics. That actually looks a lot tidier than what it currently does. All the wires are scattered and everywhere. Being an ex-ambulance, there is a lot of electrics. And to be honest, the standard was considerably poor. We thought it was going to be a lot better than what it was. So yeah, there goes a little bit more damage, but it's even worse than that currently. We've got some work to do there. There you can start to see some of the side panels. We had one of the other windows coming out again to try and fix the leaking issue that we've had consistently. So Ryan was working on fixing the window whilst I was still continuing to build the seat. There we are. Again, I'd never used any of these tools before, never cut anything like this before, never built any furniture in my past. So this was a steep learning curve, but one I really, really enjoyed. Made a couple of mistakes here and there, but as I'm told, that's all part of the learning curve. Ryan starts to put some of the panels in just to test the sizing. So we're just figuring out where they need to be cut, what we need to do. We're hoping that we can just stick those panels back in once everything is done. And here, this is me in my grandma's garage, love her, and starting to spray paint these. They're not going to be perfect, but I'm spraying them all white. They need multiple coats, primer, and then the actual paint itself. But I'm going to spray as many of the panels white as I can, and then I go from there. Here you can see, even after all this work, we're still getting a leak from the back window there, so we've still got to fix another issue there, but you can start to see the outline and the shape of the van coming together. The 2 seats finished and built, and then the fixed bed in place as well. So hope you've enjoyed this video, guys. Really appreciate you, and I'll see you in the next one.